Yes, guys, welcome. Today we have a live St Johnstone against Celtic at St Johnstone's Park. Let's just run through the lineups for both teams. You can probably see them on the screen. Scott Benning goals for Celtic, Christopher Ayer and Shane Duffy as a partnership at the back, Kenny and Taylor on the fullbacks, McGregor and Brown playing the both CDM role for Celtic today, Tom Roderick, Ryan Christie and David Turnbull with the three midfielders, and Odson Edward up top. We have Clark in goals for St Johnstone, Kerr, Gordon and McCart at the back, Rooney, McCann, Bryson and Booth in the midfield, Conway and Witherspoon up front, and Kane. Clark in goals for St Clark in goals. So we have Celtic against St Johnstone in Perth today. Kick off starting soon. Teams walking out now. Celtic hoping to make that another win today, another 3 points, which they need. They can't be dropping any more points till the end of the season. Ryan Christie and Odsonne Edouard up front for Celtic today. Alban Ayeti isn't fit or injured, I think Neil Lennon said. Duffy's in. Welsh got injured in the game the last before. We're just ready to kick off. As players take the knee for the Black Lives Matter movement. And here we are, Celtic versus St Johnstone live in Perth. Kick off. Free kick Celtic. There's Duffy on the ball. Duffy puts the ball up the park. Ryan Christie trying to take it down. Throw into Celtic. Shane Duffy on the ball. Brown. Roger. McGregor. To Ayer. Taylor running down the left hand side. Looking for the ball off Ayer. He gets the ball. Taylor's on the ball now. Gives it back to Ayer. Ayer. Plays it into Odsonne Edouard. Intercepted by St Johnstone. Ball's out of play. Throw into Celtic. Here comes St Johnstone on the ball up the park. Ayer. Ayer clears it away. Greg Taylor. Throw into Celtic. Greg Taylor have been picked over Diego Laxo quite a few times this season, which is quite strange. Celtic on the ball, Greg Taylor to Rogic. Rogic's on the ball. He's not managed to get that pass away to Kenny. Clark on the ball now, passes it back. Good feet work there from the St Johnstone midfielder to take Celtic's midfielders out the game. Switch a play over to the left hand side for St Johnstone. St Johnstone Cooper puts it up the park. Shane Duffy wins it back. David Turnbull. Back to St Johnstone. St Johnstone on the ball. Tom Rogic spins away. Lovely turn there from Rogic. Plays the ball over to Callum McGregor. McGregor now on the ball. Greg Taylor. McGregor. Aya. Shane Duffy. Here comes Rodson Edwards. Spins away from the centre half. Wins a corner for Celtic. 6 minutes played. David Turnbull to take. David Turnbull to take the corner for Celtic. Ball's played in, headed away. Greg Taylor puts it back in, headed away. Greg Taylor again. They can't get it away. Christopher Aya! And his shot goes over the bar. Duffy done well there to get the ball back to Celtic, but it goes nowhere. Just Christopher Aya hits it over the bar. Here comes St Johnstone putting the pressure on Celtic. Osborne has a shot. It's over the bar. Does well to get into the space, move his body and get the shot off, but just the shot doesn't have. Just the shot was poor. Christopher Aya on the ball. Back to Shane Duffy. Shane Duffy starting ahead of Stephen Welsh today, filling in for the injured Stephen Welsh. Kenny's on the ball. Duffy. Aya. Celtic just passing the ball about between the centre backs, which we don't particularly like with Shane Duffy in this season. Greg Taylor on the ball, trying to get away from everybody. Tries to play it through Hodgson Edward. Just goes back to Xander Clark. Xander Clark hits it away. McGregor. Throw into Celtic. Shane Duffy trying to drive up the park. Shane Duffy went up the park, didn't get back. Another thing Shane Duffy does, tries to go forward and doesn't come back to help out the defence. Scott Brown having to slit in there. Oh, here comes Celtic. Wilson put across. Good defending from Johnstone. Corner to Celtic. Gretier tried to cut it back to Roderick in the edge of the box, but St Johnstone centre half slid in and put it out for a corner. Davy Turnbull on the ball. Putting the ball down to take the corner. Last corner was put short. Another corner. Shane Duffy in the box, Christopher Ayer as well. Two defenders, two tall man, too good at heading. Scott Brown. Here comes St Johnstone trying to break Celtic down. Callum McGregor tracking it down. Been outpaced by the St Johnstone player, but he's put it out for a throw in. No throw into Celtic. St Johnstone put a lot of pressure on Celtic the first 10 minutes as well. Celtic hitting back. But St Johnstone are playing well. Celtic just passing the ball about and that. Not really troubling St Johnstone quite a lot. Had two corners, but not much happened this first 10 minutes. David Turnbull on the ball. Hudson Edward is top goal scorer of the SPFL so far this season. Scott Brown. Kenny. Back to Duffy. Duffy plays it across the aisle. Shane Duffy on the ball. McGregor. Tries to play it through. Edward. Good defending by St Johnstone again. Here still St Johnstone playing the ball long. Shane Duffy gets it, gives it to Brown. Brown to McGregor, fantastic there. McGregor gives it away. St Johnstone coming again in the attack. Rooney's cross is just nowhere, it's in no man's land there. Tried to put the ball into the box, get in a good position to do it, didn't put it anywhere. Goal kick to Celtic. Christopher Iron intercepts Brown. Brown and Roger Kinnan. Free kick to St Johnstone. Roderick committing the foul. Boston played in, St Johnstone still have it. Christopher Aya, offside. St Johnstone still doing bits as well. Making the attack, trying to push Celtic, obviously. Knowing that Celtic's defence haven't been good this season with Shane Duffy in the back, so they're trying to put the pressure on Celtic, get a goal, and try and win the game. But Celtic dealing with it quite well, trying to put the pressure on them as well. Hudson Edward tries to touch the ball down. St Johnstone have the ball again. Tom Roderick intercepts. Ryan Christie. John Joe Kenny. John Joe Kenny plays the ball to Shane Duffy. Aya. Greg Taylor tries to get it into Edward. Here comes St Johnstone once again. 15 minutes played. St Johnstone 0, Celtic 0. David Turnbull on the ball, flicks it through to Ryan Christie. Ryan Christie still on the ball. Free kick Celtic. Ryan Christie been taken down in the centre circle. Shane Duffy on the ball. Greg Taylor. Ryan Christie. St Johnstone win it back again. Here they come. Free kick St Johnstone. St Johnstone to take the free kick in their own half. Played over to the right hand side. Sorry, left hand side. They're still playing. I just spun away for Shane Duffy. Duffy shouldn't be getting into these situations that a player can be able to spin by him, but as we've seen Shane Duffy this season, we know that anything that comes to him just watches it and that's it. He's lazy. He's just can't defend now. He went from a Premier League standard centre half to can't even get into the Scottish League. That's a big. Just it's not what you would expect, but it happened. You know, he's still here. He's still got a wee bit of time to prove his, but I think he's past that time that he deserves to play. But he's only on the night for Shane Duffy, Stephen Welsh's injury. Here comes Ryan Christie down the right hand side. Free kick Celtic, and St Johnson's half just outside the box. Looks like it'll probably be whipped in because it's too much an angle to shoot. So it'll be a ball whipped into the box. Looks like Duffy and Aya will be getting into the box. McGregor just sitting outside. David Turnbull to whip the ball in. David Turnbull to whip it in. Shane Duffy headed the ball over the bar. Good chance for Celtic there again. Santa Clark came out to collect the ball. Shane Duffy came in, headed it, just headed it over the bar. Aya. St Johnstone get it back. Christopher Aya wins it back. David Tumble. Throw in Celtic. Greg Taylor to take the throw in for Celtic. Ryan Christie heads down. Here come Hudson Edward chasing it down. Weighted away by St Johnstone. Corner. Tom Roderick on the ball. That's a straight deflected wide for a corner. Corner to Celtic. Played in the box again. Christopher Aya tries to get it hat away by St Johnstone. McGregor. St Johnstone on the ball coming down the left hand side here. Hudson Edward not having a lot to do this half. Celtic not doing much in his first 20 minutes, trying to break down St Johnstone easily. A couple of corners played as well. St Johnstone with the ball in the box. St Johnstone come! And it's been cleared away by John Joe Kenny. Here comes Ryan Christie, plays it out to Greg Taylor. Celtic trying to get a wee bit more into the game now. Greg Taylor. Back to Aya. Over to Kenny. Kenny on the ball. Takes it by. Here comes Tom Roderick. Celtic been holding their own half. Played back to Aya. Celtic getting the pressure on them. Greg Taylor. Greg Taylor up the park looking to find Ryan Christie. Ball's been put out for a throw in. Greg Taylor takes a throw in for Celtic. Celtic trying to put more pressure on St Johnstone. Greg Taylor in the third quarter of the park. Hudson Edward back. David Tumble. McGregor. Back to Brown. Here comes Brown. Celtic trying to put the pressure on. Intercepted by Tom Roderick trying to win it back. Booted up the park. St Johnstone hold the ball. Free kick St Johnstone. Scott Brown committing the foul. Offside St Johnstone. Offside for St Johnstone. Here comes an Hudson Edward. Another corner to Celtic. Celtic's fifth corner within 25 minutes. As you can see, Celtic trying to put the pressure on. So corner's whipped in, nothing really much coming from it. Kenny puts it in the Aya. Aya misses the ball. Celtic putting a wee bit more pressure on St Johnstone now in the last 10 minutes than what they did in the first 15 minutes. John Joe Kenny wins it back. David tumbles on the ball. McGregor. Taylor. Celtic trying to get into the game now. David tumble. Good turn to get away. Plays it into McGregor. Here comes Celtic. Ball's whipped in. It's been missed, cleared as well, but nobody there to take the ball off him. Tom Roderick trying to chase it down. Shane Duffy. Scott Bain. Shane Duffy on the ball now. Brown. Kenny. Back to Shane Duffy. Shane Duffy to Scott Bain. Christopher Ayer on the ball now. Driving forward as so much as he loves to do. Callum McGregor on the ball now. Christopher Ayer. Back to him. Hudson Edward. Hudson Edward loses the ball. Hudson Edward's not had a good game so far. Obviously, he is top goal scorer, so we expect goals from him. Throw in Celtic. Shane Duffy's on the ball. Game's been pretty boring, to be honest. Playing it up to Greg Taylor. Hudson Edward! Tom Roderick gives it back to Callum McGregor. Callum McGregor loses it. Gets it back. David Tumble on the ball. Celtic putting more pressure on St Johnstone now. Callum McGregor whipped in the box. Flowed away by St Johnstone. Throw into Celtic. Odds and Edward. Callum McGregor. Shane Duffy on the ball. Aya. Aya. Here comes Odds and Edward. Celtic busting in the box. Tom Roderick! Oh, it's cleared off the blind. Celtic almost with a chance there. What a play that was from Odds and Edward. They are fantastic. Here comes Greg Taylor again. Odds and Edward. Odds and Edward still on the ball. Odds and Edward gives the ball away. Odds and Edward. Christie. Kenny. McGregor. David Tumble. Ryan Christie. Greg Taylor. Taylor hit the shot away over the bar. Here comes Celtic. David Tumble. Tumble hits it over the bar. Tom Roderick. David Tumble. Here comes Kenny down the right hand side. Celtic putting more pressure on. Plays it into Ryan Christie. Cuts it back, booted away by St Johnstone. Fantastic play there from Celtic. Ryan Christie. Celtic playing better than now. Sorry, I turned the camera off by accident. McGregor. Odds and Edward. And Xander Clark clears it away for St Johnstone. St Johnstone survive again. David Tumble. Shocking pass there. Too heavy. Watson Edward played the ball through to David Tumble. David Tumble gets the ball, sees Scott Brown making the run and passes the ball outside the park. Here comes Edward. Ball's in Scott Payne's hands. Aya. Still going, Christopher Aya. St Johnstone intercept the ball. Duffy crosses the ball over, goes nowhere. St Johnstone get it back, play up the park. Back to Duffy. Celtic control in the first half, to be honest. Just passing the ball about, trying to make the chances. St Johnstone defending well. A lot of corners in the first 45 minutes, in the first 40 minutes than what I would expect. Here comes David Tumble. Back to Greg Taylor. Into Ryan Christie. Over to John Joe Kenny. Ryan Christie. Poor shot, poor shot. 40 minutes played, St Johnstone 0, Celtic 0. Not a lot happening now in the last 10 minutes. Just Celtic obviously putting the pressure on St Johnstone. St Johnstone handling it well. Celtic not really putting the pressure on as good as they should. Tom Rogic on the ball. Shane Duffy. Rogic. Aya. McGregor. David Tumble. David Tumble. Greg Taylor. Tom Rogic. Ryan Christie. Shane Duffy. Brown on the ball. Loses it. St Johnstone now try to counter attack. Free kick, St Johnstone. 3 minutes left of the 45 minutes to play this half. Aya hits it away. Tom Rogic picks it up. Tom Rogic loses the ball. Here comes St Johnstone. Scott Brown, good interception. Tom Rogic tries to switch over to Ryan Christie, but it goes nowhere. Tom Rogic trying to get it down. Here comes St Johnstone, putting the pressure on Celtic. 44 minutes played. I'm hearing there will be no added time. Scott Bain to take the free kick for Celtic. Booted up the park. St Johnstone on the ball. Booted up the park. Here comes St Johnstone. Christopher Aya shutting them down. First half ended. Celtic 0, St Johnstone 0. We'll be back with the second half in 15 minutes. Yes, guys, here we go. Second half is underway. Celtic get the kick off, and here we go. St Johnstone free kick. Celtic going to defend this corner free kick. Sorry, Shane Duffy heads it away. Shane Duffy hits it up the park. Ryan Christie chasing it down. Throw into St Johnstone. John Joe Kenny back to Isle. Duffy. Watson Edward trying to track it down. Throw in St Johnstone. Here comes St Johnstone again. St Johnstone just had a chance in the 6 yard box, but the player touches the ball down and doesn't get the shot away. Good touch to take it down. Not so good shot. Ryan Christie tried to touch that down there. Here he comes again. Here comes St Johnstone again, putting the pressure on the first couple of minutes of this second half. Go! St Johnstone! St Johnstone have scored, and it's St Johnstone 1 and Celtic now. Probably poor defending from St Johnstone there, from Celtic there. Ball played on the left hand side, whipped in, played back, whipped in from the left hand side. Two defenders, McGregor and Taylor, and none of them can clear it. 1-0 St Johnstone. Here comes Tom Roderick with the ball. Kenny. Celtic need to try and get back in this game as fast as they can. St Johnstone won it. Throw into Celtic. St Johnstone 1, Celtic 0. Roderick loses the ball. Greg Taylor gets it back. It goes to no man. Pretty poor in the first 5 minutes from Celtic. Conceding a goal, not being able to pass the ball about as easy as what they've done in the first half. I don't know what the St Johnstone manager said to St Johnstone, but it's working for the first 5 minutes. But whatever cakes and that Neil Lennon was eating in the changing room, because he surely doesn't say anything, because he doesn't say it on the sideline, so why would he say anything in the changing room? So, Celtic tactics they don't have any. They just go out there and play free. Poor defending for positioning, by the way, for the goal. It was quite disappointingly poor again from Duffy, standing on the line where the right back's supposed to be. But you're a centre half. It should be in that box in there, winning the header instead of having Callum McGregor and Greg Taylor coming in the middle of the box to do your job. Like, I don't know if that man knows what his job is. Is it just standing about like a big dumpling, or is it actually playing football? Like, Shane Duffy's done so much this season just to for us not to want him here at Celtic. He came in the club as a Premier League centre half and he can't even stand in the right position to clear a ball. John Joe Kenny's already over there to get the ball. So is Scott Brown. So what is the need for Shane Duffy to go over there? And then the ball's whipped in and we concede a goal. It's it's I can't even say anything about it, because he's been that bad this season. Like, I don't want him to pull that jersey on next season. If he does that, then that's it. We're finished. If we have Shane Duffy and Neil Lennon next season, we are done. Like, Lennon's probably just sitting in that chair shaking his head right now. And here comes St Johnstone again. Once again losing the ball in the midfield and they've just coming. This has been the first 10 minutes of this, first 7 minutes in this half. And St Johnstone have been all over us. And this is what happens to Celtic. They get broke down so easily and concede. And we can't get the passes off now. Roderick's just hit that ball nowhere. In the first half we could play the passes, but 7 minutes in, and we're not doing anything now. We're just letting St Johnstone all over this. This could go horribly wrong right now. They need to pick it up. We can't have these 5 minutes, 10 minutes, not being able to play well, and then go on a 10-minute run, then make it 5 minutes. We have the bad. We need to play the full game good. We can't drop any more points. That we're too far behind for that to happen. Like, it's just, it's not what you expect to see. Like, Shane Duffy is, your centre half is meant to be in the middle of the box for anything, and he's away out in this. He's away out in the side on the line. I'm sorry, but that doesn't happen for a defender. But Celtic need to change this fast. Here comes Greg Taylor. Tries to hit the ball in, but it's blocked by St Johnstone. Here comes St Johnstone once again. Ayer does well to track back. Obviously, Shane Duffy just standing there, running back, doing nothing, and making Ayer make the full recovery. Tom Rodgick. Ryan Christie. What a ball! Greg Taylor needs to try and keep that in. He does. Corner to Celtic. Maybe quite a lot of corners. I think this is our 8th or 7th corner. Ryan Christie to whip it in. Oh my god. Christie has just fallen and slipped and to take that corner. Just shows you how bad the parks are. Free kick to Celtic. Duffy on the ball. Brown. Brown. Three strikers warming up. Griffiths, Klamala and Ayeti. .58 minutes played. St Johnstone 1, Celtic 0. Christopher Ayer on the ball. Celtic really need to score now, fast, soon, get the game back. Still passing it about at the back, not doing much. Scott Brown, Tumble, McGregor. Right, Christie! Yes! Odson Edward has put the ball in the net. What a cross from Christie. Fantastic. Celtic 1, St Johnstone 1. And you can't stop this man from scoring 6 games in a row. Fantastic play from Celtic. Brilliant. Ryan Christie, fantastic to get away from the defender. Nice wee ball in. Odson Edward poked it in. Brilliant. Celtic are back in the game. Make that 14 goals this season for Odson Edward. Got Brown. Ryan Christie. Boots it up the park. Looks for Odson Edward. Took down. Brown. McGregor. Good turn. Taylor does well there. Free kick. Celtic take it fast. Play it over to John Joe Kenny. Here comes Celtic. Celtic looking more lively now. Odson Edward. Brown. McGregor. Christie. David Turnbull. Greg Taylor. Odson Edward. Yes! Odson Edward with it again. Go Celtic. Odson Edward. Fantastic finish again. Make that 15 for this season. Fantastic. Fantastic from Odson Edward. What a player. Two goals in 2 minutes and 10 seconds for Celtic. Fantastic. St Johnstone whip a free kick into the box. Been headed down by Shane Duffy and booted away. Roger. Free kick St Johnstone. Scott Bain hits it away. Whipped in by St Johnstone. St Johnstone have a free kick in a good position to whip the ball in. Into Scott Bain's hands. Celtic survive again. I have blocked it. Down to Christie. Here comes Christie. Plays it in the Orchard Edward. 67 minutes played, Celtic 2, St Johnstone 1. Fantastic from Celtic, and for the first 10 minutes in that, Celtic stopped playing, gave up. St Johnstone scored, and then Odsonne Edouard worked his magic again, as he is, because that's what he does. He's a fantastic player, probably the best player in Scotland. Odsonne Edouard's just different level. He's supposed to be having a bad season, but he's got 15 goals. And he's played about eight less games than everybody else or something like that. Maybe about 7 less games. Still scored 15 goals. 15 goals in 21 games. Fantastic. Good defending Shane Duffy there. We don't see that much. Ryan Christie giving the ball away. Here comes St Johnstone. Brown hits it away. Substitutions for St Johnstone: Conway and Kane off, and Middleton and May on. Obviously, Glenn Middleton on loan from Rangers. Stevie May get quite a lot of experience. Goal scorer as well. We'll see what happens. Tom Roderick hits it away. Watson Edward picks it up, but it's been intercepted by the defender. Greg Taylor loses a ball. Glenn Middleton comes now. Corner to St Johnstone. Free kick Celtic. 20 minutes left to play. Celtic 2, St Johnstone 1. Will Celtic make my predictions come right in a 3-1 win? Odsonne Edouard is on a hat-trick, so will we see that happen? Yellow card to Ryan Christie for a foul on. Let's just see if it's in the bar. It's just he's went for the ball and the ball's rolling in front of him. He's missed it. He's took the man. Good run there, to be honest. Griffiths is warming up. I hope he doesn't take Odsonne Edouard off because he's on a hat trick. He would love to get a hat trick. I know he wouldn't mind if he wouldn't mind if he came off, but he'll be wanting to add that third goal. Corner to St Johnstone. Celtic almost putting the ball in their own net. Duffy, Rogic, and Ayer all getting into a big tangle there, and it looks like Duffy's landed on Rogic's ankle. Ayer, Rogic, and Duffy hurting each other there. Just shows you the lack of tactics in that as well. That Glenn is doing. That players have stopped talking to each other, and it's quite annoying because one, it should only take one or two in there. There was no need for all three of them to be in there and tackling each other. Free kick, St Johnstone. Elmanusi and Griffiths getting ready. Tom Rogic coming off, Lee Griffiths going on. I think Celtic are looking to add more goals to their game with Tom Rogic coming off and Lee Griffiths going on and Mohamed El Yunusi coming on as well. David Turnbull is coming off as well for Mohamed El Yunusi. Free kick, St Johnstone. St Johnstone take the free kick quickly. Throw in St Johnstone, taken by May to Middleton. Goal kick to Celtic, Scott Bain taking it. 77 minutes played, Celtic 2, St Johnstone 1. Next Sunday we have Ross County against Celtic at 7 o'clock on Sky Sports. We will be live streaming that game. Free kick to St Johnstone. Duffy heads it away. Ryan Christie hits it up. Free kick to Celtic. Referee pulls it back. Here comes Hudson Edward again. Celtic been better in the second half. The first 10 minutes was poor, but they picked it up now. They're back to the way they play. Defending alright as they should, but here comes Greg Taylor. He whips it in. Xander Clark comes out and collects it. Stevie May heads it down. Middleton. Played back up the park to Stevie May. Christopher Aya gets it down. Puts it up the park. Tries to get it to Mohamed El Yunusi. Mohamed El Yunusi tries to get it back. Watson Edward coming in to get it back. By Middleton on the ball. St Johnstone maybe should have had a foul there, but the referee says no. Scott Brown intercepts. Come on. Here comes Hudson Edward. Or Lee Griffiths gives the ball away. Scott Brown. St Johnstone intercept it again. Stevie May. Here comes St Johnstone. Oh, what a tackle. Fantastic there from Greg Taylor. Stevie May. Aye, puts it away for a throw into St Johnstone. 10 minutes left to play. Can Celtic hold on and get 3 points off while St Johnstone grab another goal and get a draw? Or will anything change in this match? 10 minutes left to play. St Johnstone looking for the equaliser and Celtic looking to add it to that lead. Substitution for St Johnstone. Jason Caroff and Michael O'Halloran on. Free kick Celtic. Throw into Celtic. 7 minutes left to play. Mohamed El Yunusi puts the ball out, throw into St Johnstone. Greg Taylor on the ball. Throw into Celtic. Mohamed El Yunusi on the ball. Oh, fantastic. Whipped in. Oh, too far, but it's went to John Joe Kenny, so yeah, still alive. Watching Edward. Corner to Celtic. Celtic still trying to get that goal. Lee Griffiths to whip the corner in. 5 minutes left to play in the second half. And it's whipped in. Lee Griffiths picks the ball back up. Man down for St Johnstone. Fantastic play there for the 2 goals that they've just shown us. Celtic playing fantastic football now. In that sense of attacking, defending not very well. That's what's been the problem for Celtic this season. Attacking, we've been fine. You can see our goals. You can see how many goals we've scored this season, but too many defending mistakes lead to draws, lead to a low season that as well. We've lost 3 games this season. Two of the Old Firms and against St Mirren because of poor defending. Down to poor performance for the first Old Firm. Poor defending for the second, definitely, because we were all over Rangers that game and we should have won that. And then for the St Mirren game was just poor performance, poor defending, poor everything in that game as well. Greg Taylor has the ball. Sander Clark getting the ball as fast as he can, play it out to try and get a goal and get a point. 3 minutes left to play, plus added on time. Kenny, good header. No to there to take it. Mohamed El Yunusi tracking him down. Duffy. Yeah. Middleton. Here comes St Johnstone. Celtic really need to get all these 3 points. Good defending from Aya. The next 2 minutes left probably. 2 minutes added on the next 4 or 5 minutes. Big football for Celtic. They need to defend. They need to stay together. They need to talk. Glenn Middleton whips it in. Lee Griffiths hits that away. Middleton. Yeah, away. Christie, free kick surely. Free kick to Celtic. Celtic just trying to run down the clock. Edward puts it out for a throw in. Just about 20 seconds left till we know how much added time is on. .3 minutes added on. Throw on to Celtic in the next 3 minutes. Big 3 minutes of football for Celtic. Corner to Celtic. Celtic just trying to run down the clock. It stays as 2-1 to Celtic now. McGregor. Throw into Celtic. 1.5 minutes left of this game. Here comes St Johnstone. About 5 seconds left. Game done. Celtic 2, St Mirren St Johnstone 1. Celtic with another 3 points. Fantastic. Odson Edward making the goals to 15 this season. Thank you.